What's up, everybody? It's Buffalo Ben 15 Golf back at it again, and today we return to the course that needs no introduction. It's Sylvan Glen in Troy, Michigan, my home course. I filmed one round here this year. I shot an 83 plus 12. Definitely want to do better today. This course is a 73.4 rating. 123 slope, almost 6,700 yards, par 71. This place is a beast, the beast of Metro Detroit golf courses. And so I come out here early in the morning. It was about 7:45 when I teed off. Usually I don't like playing early in the morning just because I like playing with colored balls and balls that have crazy patterns on them. And sometimes they're hard to see when the sun is close to the horizon. So definitely was a little bit of adjustment for me. And as you can see, I'm not adjusting well. Two terrible shots to start off. If you guys remember on the last Sylvan Glen vlog that I posted, I shot a triple bogey 7 on the starting hole, and luckily I hit a very good third shot here to basically put triple out of play. Basically, worst we're gonna make is probably bogey, so you know what, I'll take that. After my +5 through 3 holes start on the last time that I filmed the course vlog here, I've had some even worse starts that were unrecorded. I believe I went 5 over through the first 3 about a month ago, which was unrecorded. I played here July 30th. Yeah, so a little bit less than a month. I played here July 30th. I went +5 in the first 3 holes and shot an 85. It was not good. So, yeah, and that was another early morning round. And as I said, bogey's probably the worst we're going to make. I don't know about that. Okay, now we do. Thank goodness. The knee knocker putt. I've been working on those lately. I went to the putting green after work the day before this and just practiced my short putts, like anything inside of 6 feet ad nauseum. I didn't leave until I made like 6 in a row. So definitely paying off so far, I guess. So off to the second hole, pretty short par 4. Got par here last time, but it doesn't look like we're going to do it again after that horrible chunk shot that only went 40 yards into a divot. Come on! Ugh. Just so frustrating whenever that happens. So I just kind of go up there and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to swing like it's maybe 10 yards farther than it is just to compensate. And it comes out a little better than I thought. And guess where it goes? Over the green. Nothing but bad news on this hole. You do not want to be long of this green, as you can see. And even though I hit this chip really well, it zooms by the hole about 15 feet. Nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. And I am just pissed beyond belief right now. Alright, so this is to only drop 1 shot. And what do you know? 3 over through 2 holes again. Just like the last course vlog at Sylvan Glen. Boy, this course brings back wonderful memories, doesn't it? Okay, that's not funny. Anyways, I do hit a very good tee shot on number 3. I've done pretty well with this hole this year. I made par on it on July 30th, so yeah, I went like double, triple my first 2 holes. My goal today was to shoot 1 over or better on the first 3 holes. That was it. The rest would just come what may. You know what I mean? I just wanted to have a decent start, and I'm just going to go out and say it. I make this 2-putt for par 3 over through 3 holes. I mean, while that's not good, it's substantially better than the last course vlog that I filmed here in early May, where I was 5 over through 3. How many times I've said that now? Like 20? I don't know. I just can't stop thinking about it. I could not stop thinking about it. I gotta tell you, those headworms were just crawling all over my brain after I made that double bogey. And to make that par really helped me settle down.
I almost decided to half-ass that 3-footer, but nope. Gotta have discipline.
So just continuing the practice of taking my time with my putts, not taking anything for granted, at least trying my best. I bet I'm gonna let my guard down for a split second and take a wedge worthy somewhere in this video.
Wow.
So anyways, speaking of the chipping, and as you're gonna see in a minute, a bunker shot, I do get over this creek and get greenside and 2 on this par 5. However, I end up in a bunker. And the reason I mentioned bunkers is it's just been one of my worst weak spots of my game lately. I just cannot figure out the right amount of sand to take. I've watched Clay Ballard's instructional video on YouTube on how to hit out of wet bunkers. I thought this was a really wet bunker, so I opened the face really wide and just took a nice 3/4 swing.
Sand was a little fluffier than I thought.
As you heard me say, the sand was a little fluffier than I thought. I watched that video ad nauseum last week because I played it at Pontiac Country Club unrecorded about a week before this round, and I did not shoot well, although I probably shouldn't have even counted my score because there was water, like standing water, on the greens, like while I was putting on like 5 or 6 greens. If for those of you that don't know or haven't ever played Pontiac Country Club before, do not go after a big rain because that course does not drain well at all. So there was just puddles in every single bunker, puddles on the greens, and it just messed with my putting and my bunker shots.
Takes 4 to get down.
Apparently I'm still
40 yards from the flag.
4 to get down. Not even 40 yards from the flag. That was more like 20. So, yeah, for those of you guys that don't know Clay Ballard, he's a PGA teaching professional from Jacksonville, Florida. He's got a YouTube channel called Top Speed Golf, Clay Ballard, and he's got over 500,000 subscribers. I'm subscribed to him. If you guys are struggling with big pull hooks, chipping yips, bunker shots that aren't working out, definitely check his videos out because that is his specialty, is keeping the ball on the right side of the golf course and shots around the green. And I cannot tell you how many of his videos I watched just sitting in my room and during practice while I was at Swing Tech this past winter. If you guys remember those simulator series vlogs, that's what the location was called, Swing Tech Golf Academy. Great place to practice during the winter. If you're in the Troy, Madison Heights, Sterling Heights area, definitely check out Swing Tech. They've got a
I think that's a
pretty nice
wedge-worthy
little
birdie.
putting green, nice chipping facility that I'm definitely taking advantage of this year, guys. Look at this. Less than 3 feet to
close.
go.
I think so,
On
though.
a hole where I really could use a birdie.
I want to say it will. I could be wrong.
So, and he's just short
it's like
of the
right
first
on the
down
edge.
line. But as I often do,
I think we'll call it good.
let my guard down a little bit, and then I do that.
I always miss that.
I promise, guys, I'm not doing this in tournament play. I'm not doing this in
There we go.
super serious rounds. like with Nate or Dad. When I'm by myself, I'll think it's like really close, like when I'm walking up, and when I get up there it's like not as close as I thought, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even bring my putter or something like that. I gotta stop doing that though, guys. Although, comment below if you guys think I would have made that birdie putt for real, because I think I would have. If you've ever played Sylvan Glen, number 5 is one of the flattest greens on the course. Pretty easy little par 5. It actually used to be a par 4 about 10 to 15 years ago, before they lengthened it about 20 yards and narrowed down the fairway and planted a few more trees on that left side. When I was really, really little is when it was still a par 4. And let me tell you, it looked quite a bit different. So, taking advantage of the fact that it's a par 5 now. We're back to 3 over, already up on the green at 6 after another good chip shot. This one I'm actually serious about. This one is not wedge worthy. I bet on a bad day I would think about just half-assing this one too, but I'm not gonna. We're putting this out for real. I promise that was the only wedge worthy of the day, that last hole. I promise everything else I'm putting out, okay? Yeah. So, great putt there. I am, as you can tell, I am really pumped to still be 3 over, heading into Sylvan Glen's version of Amen Corner. The 2 par 3s that are 200 plus yards, and then the 445 uphill par 4 9th over water on the second shot. And the last time I played here, if you guys remember, I was really flirting with that left side, that left creek that extends over on that left side of the green. You remember that hole-in-one challenge where it hit the sprinkler head and almost went into the creek? And I get another extreme either good luck or bad luck bounce here. It hit one of those trees, that cluster of trees on the right just before the green, and it bounced back over to the left, but then it went into a pretty bad lie. So I'm not sure if, let's say it had missed the tree and stayed in that little cluster of trees, I would have had less green to work with and a tougher angle into the pin, like less room to miss, but I would have had a much better lie. So I don't know if that was good luck or bad luck. Either way, I didn't do anything well with it, but then I hit from a good lie, a good chip, so now we've got a bogey to minimize the damage. And we do. So, heading into the 8th hole, 4 over. Last time we were 6 over after 7 holes in the last golf vlog that I played here. I gotta stop talking about the last golf vlog. That was then, this is now. Gotta stop thinking about it. I gotta tell you, that's one of the things that I needed to put in the back of my head on this day. I just thoughts of coming so close and kind of letting it slip at the end with that not being able to get that birdie on 17 and having to get an eagle on 18, then getting a double bogey 7. I gotta tell you, it was in my head this whole day, and I was like, and I knew exactly where I was the entire day in relation to the last time I filmed the course vlog here. And I gotta tell you, it was really hard to suppress those thoughts into the back of my mind, and maybe a little bit of resurfacing there as I banana slice it almost over onto one's fairway. That's probably the worst tee shot I've ever hit on this hole. There was actually an option for me to hit over to the first tee and chip it back over to 9 green, but I'm like, dude, that is such a risky play, and you could blow up so hard if you mess it up. So I swallow my pride, I take the punch out, play it like a par 5. So we're gonna have a long putt for par here up the hill. But I did pretty well with the last lag putt, so let's see how this one goes. I gotta tell you though, let's say we 2-putt this, 5 over 41 on the front 9, Sylvan Glen. It's 3,400 yards, guys. So that's pretty solid golf. And that's what ends up happening. Another good lag putt, just barely leave it short. Maybe later in the day, those 2 putts would have dropped and I would have had a sub 40. I bet out of everyone who's ever played Sylvan Glen, probably less than
3 over on the back.
0.5% of people have shot
I've done it
on the front from the blue tees. And I wasn't that far off. 41 plus 5, very respectable score on this tough of a golf course. Had a birdie to stop the slide after the first 4 holes. I was 4 over. After that, I only went 1 over on the last 5. Went 2 over on the 3 holes at Amen Corner. And to be honest, that's not bad, especially considering my handicap of 8. You can't see it on the card right now, but just below the bottom of your screen is where the handicaps are, and handicap holes number 1 and 7 are 8 and 9. So definitely a decent finish. Not as good as my last finish, but our start was better. So a little bit more consistent. That's always a good sign. Stay tuned for the back 9. I just going to tell you right now, I continue my decent play, and it's pretty close at the end. So, no promises. Guys, I appreciate you guys sticking with me through this drought that I've had. Hopefully it can come to an end on the back 9. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil anything, but just at the start of this round, I was like, oh my God, here we go again. After those first 2 holes, but then to have the mental fortitude to only go 2 over on the remaining 7 holes after the first 2 holes. Actually, I should have mentioned that first. That is an absolutely incredible recovery from the bad start. So 15 putts, 3 out of 7 fairways isn't horrible. 3 out of 9 greens in regulation. I'm looking at the card right now. So just, I wouldn't say I'm on pace to break 80. I'm close. Probably need to get 1 more green in regulation if I want any chance on the back. Back's a par 35, so we're going to need to go +3. Fingers crossed, guys. That's all I can say. This is Buffalo Ben 15 signing off. Have a good day, everyone.